Hello, I'm Mike McKone, and I'm on Splash Pages.
Excelsior!
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're at Terrificon. I'm Drew with Splash Pages, and we have an absolute excellent artist extraordinaire, Mr. Mike McKone. Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Everyone is really polite today, and as a New Yorker, I'm really stunned by it. And I'm very used to, like, if someone's like, hey, good morning, go fuck yourself. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right, well, good morning to you too. So one of the first things I definitely wanted to bring up is I've kind of been binging Teen Titans. So I know you worked on a bit of that. I believe is like the first arc of the new one that had like Superboy, you had Kid Flash, Cyborg. It was like kind of regrouping the team. And their first adversary, I think, was like Deathstroke. And you're blowing off Kid Flash's kneecaps and you're following the script, but so what was that like working with Jeff Johns and kind of another chapter of this ongoing team?
It was a lot of fun. I drew for 2 years, actually. And it was good fun. Jeff's obviously a very good writer. He's very inclusive. We talked a lot about the stories before I drew anything. So it was fun. It was one of the most enjoyable interior jobs I ever did.
Did you have any favorite moments from that?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm old now, so my memory's not what it was.
Maybe like a top 3? Is that
3?
Yeah. I'm giving you options here, Mike.
How about the first 3 issues? They were
okay, there you go. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the top 3 issues were easily my favorite.
Okay. All right. There you go. See, we're helping him. I don't know how much coffee you had in you. So, no, wow, almost none. And we're doing the interview now. Are you sure? Okay, fine. So the other thing is one of my personal favorites that you worked on, Exiles. You worked on that with Judd Winnick. I loved the story, being like a so X-Men fan, but then that, multiverse, different timelines. Like, what was that like? You kind of, I don't want to say you have carte blanche, but you're kind of treading new ground on established characters and timelines. So what was that like?
That was really good fun. I'm not one of those guys who's kind of slavish to continuity. I think if a story is good, that justifies itself. And I've got a terrible memory for costumes, so it was every issue we could just change the costumes around and call it multiverse. Right. So that was good for me. I'm sure Jib was humoring me. But they were good stories, good solid superhero stories. A lot of fun, not a lot of angst. I traded off arcs with Jim Calafiore, and he tended to do the kind of dark, deep storylines, and I did the fun ones.
I was just about to say, so he did the dark ones, and you were like, oh, I'm going to Disney this. I'm going to make it a little fun, and then Jim's like, okay, that's going to get dark.
Yeah, which is odd, because Jim is such a light, kind of airy personality, Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you would do great in a dark and twisted story, I think so.
Yeah, being kind of a dour Northern Englishman, that kind of not smiling thing works for me.
Indeed. I'm sobering up right now. It's great. So thank you. So another thing is, you've worked both Marvel and DC. You've also been to a lot of conventions, and I know everybody has stories and everything. So do you have one of your more memorable experiences at a con? And do you have one that was kind of like, it's like you laugh at it later, but at the moment it was like, it's a little weird?
Oh my goodness, con stories. Well, you know what? The truth about doing a lot of cons is it's just drudgery. It's formula. It's just traveling, airports, checking into hotels. Right. So in retrospect, things might strike you funny or amusing, but when you're doing it, it's almost you're on autopilot. Okay. I lived in Spain for 3 years, and I did some shows in Spain, and I couldn't speak Spanish. So the friends that I made when I got to Spain had taught me a few words, and of course they were the bad words. So
oh no.
Yeah. So I get interviewed on TV in Barcelona, and all I know are not good words. Oh boy. And they shut down the interview real fast.
Madre de Dios, no my.
Yeah. There was a lot of obscenities I was throwing out there, and I had no idea. I thought it was being friendly, thought it was being charming. But not.
Nope. All right. So apparently, Mike McKone is no longer welcome in Barcelona, or he's on a timeout. So, all right. Well, so I guess can you give us any hint on something you're working on soon, maybe, or are you just tight-lipped, just nope, can't. You'll see.
Yeah, the big thing I'm working on I can't talk about right now because it's licensing and.
All right, well, that's fine.
But I do a lot of covers, so next week I have to draw. I have to draw an X-Men cover.
Okay.
I have to draw a Miles Morales cover.
Okay.
And there is a cover of DC that my friend Tom Rainey is involved in. So I'm going to do a Cyborg cover for his book. So that's kind of cool. I draw mainly covers now, so I bounce all over the place.
Well, hopefully we'll see you the next time you bounce back in our way. So thank you, everybody. Stay tuned for more content. Keep an eye out for Mike's beautiful line work. It should be here at any time. And stay tuned. We're going to do great.